everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Book 1 Cozies Club chapter by chapter for Pleating for Mercy, the first book in the Magical Dressmaking Mystery series by Melissa Bourbon. I'm Di and this is my audio-only reading vlog for this book. Today I will be reading chapters 17 through 24 and sharing my thoughts with you along the way. Due to the nature of this reading vlog, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't read these chapters yet, I suggest that you not listen to this recording until you have. If you would prefer to hear my general thoughts on this book in its entirety, keep an eye out for my Book 1 Cozies Club series First Impressions video, which will be posted sometime after the reading vlogs for this book have commenced. So how is everybody doing this evening? I am doing better than I was doing last night. I'm still kind of, I don't know, not back to normal, I guess. When I got up this morning, I was still not feeling well at all. But I did work a full work day, and by the end of the work day I was feeling more normal, I guess, better. But yeah, I had some dinner and then I watched a Korean drama. We're currently watching Vincenzo on Netflix. It has one of my favorite Korean drama actors, Song Joong-ki, in it. He actually shares my birthday. Not the same year, but the same day. So, yeah, I've watched a few of his dramas, and I really enjoy him. And so, yeah, after that, I'm sitting down with you to read these chapters. So, I'm hoping that the book will start picking up. I was very concerned last night after I had finished yesterday's chapters that this book is moving too slow for me. I don't think I expressed that while I was recording. That thought kind of came to me after I had finished my clip for the day, and of course because I wasn't feeling well, all of my thoughts, weren't there when I needed them. But yeah, I'm kind of unimpressed with the pacing on this. I'm feeling it lag a little bit, and so I'm hoping that it'll pick up in these next chapters, because I don't want to feel like this story has lost steam before it gets it. Like, I'm glad that we were already introduced to, the murder victim, and there's been some investigation, but the investigation has been mostly by the police officers, and Harlow viewing that investigation as an outsider, as opposed to Harlow being the one going to collect the information. And so if you've been around a little bit, you know that I prefer that my amateur sleuths be more proactive in investigating. I don't particularly enjoy when the amateur sleuth gets nudged to do it because someone else wants them to. Though at the same time, I don't not enjoy an amateur sleuth who has a more laid back and relaxed investigative style. So I'm still not sure what Harlow's investigative style is. I'm hoping to see some of that come through in these chapters as well. And so anyway, enough babbling for now. I'm going to dive into chapter 17 right now, and I will be back with you in a bit. So I just finished chapter 24. The story did pick up for me in this section, but I still feel like it's a little slow for my taste. Like, I am finding myself getting distracted while I'm reading it. And it's kind of unusual. I don't think I've had at least a Cozies Club selection that I've done a chapter by chapter on that I'm having a hard time focusing on. I'm not sure if that has to do with the fact that there is a lot of sewing, like, things going on. There's, she talks specifically about what she's doing, like during the fitting, or she's pinning these pieces together, and I guess it's taking up a lot more story in that department than the mystery is. Now, I did find that Harlow was definitely getting more into a groove, asking, questions, and when she was trying to find out information, I did like the way she went about it. So I think as we see her investigate more throughout the rest of this book, I will enjoy watching her procure the pieces of information to figure out who the killer is. One thing that I did really enjoy in these chapters is the fact that we get confirmation that the spirit in her shop is her Meemaw. And, I had kind of suspected it in the, either was it last night's section or the section before, that it was her Meemaw. We definitely got confirmation in these chapters. I'm enjoying learning about her Meemaw. I'm wondering why her Meemaw seemed to think that she belonged in her hometown. If there seems to be like a feeling that she had, or maybe she feels like Harlow's destiny is in Texas, or maybe she, had the gift of foresight and she could see what Harlow's destiny actually was. I'd like to learn a little bit more about that. It's interesting how we're seeing her communicate with Harlow. On the same token, you may have noticed that when I've been doing my intro for these chapter by chapters, I'm having kind of a hiccup when I say this series name. I always want to say the Haunted Dressmaking Mystery Series. And I think it's because when I had skimmed the summary and saw the word spirit, I automatically connect the word spirit to haunting. I don't consider that magical. Now, that being said, I think Harlow's mom's ability, the ability to make the plants grow the way she does, is kind of magical. So, I don't know, there's a little bit of conflict in my head about that, because if it's in regards to the dressmaking and Harlow's shop, I would consider that more haunted. But if it's in regards to the things that Harlow's family can do, like how her mom can make plants grow, like how, her Meemaw always gets her way, and I think they said that her grandmother, I can't remember what the grandmother's ability was, but I felt like it was also magical. So, yeah, I can see where the magic theme is coming into play, but I still feel like Harlow's shop is more haunted than magical. Because there is a spirit there. Now, haunted doesn't mean that it's always going to be an evil spirit in in the vicinity, in the place. So I think Haunted makes more sense for the series name, but obviously that is not the series name. It's Magical Dressmaking Mystery. So yeah, I'm gonna still constantly stumble on that. You're probably gonna hear me do it throughout the rest of the chapter by chapters on this book. But anyway, I am glad that things picked up a bit in this section. I'm glad to have gotten to know Gracie a little bit. I'm still very curious about what Mima told Grace. Like, she seemed to have a vision of what Grace would become. So that's very interesting to me as well. And just a side note on that, I did expect Gracie to be older, probably a teenager, when Will was telling Harlow about her. So I wasn't too surprised when Gracie did in fact end up being a teenager when we met her. But I do like her. I'm looking forward to seeing how her and Harlow get along together, how they work together, the things that Harlow ends up teaching Gracie, and, or Grace? I don't know. I keep calling her Gracie. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say on these chapters. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. Don't forget that you can also come talk to me in the Mystery Madness Discord under the Book One Cozies Club thread there, or you can talk to me in our Goodreads group, the Mystery Madness Goodreads group. There is a thread there as well. So, yeah, I will be back with you tomorrow for chapters 25 through 32, and I hope that you are all having a great evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.